to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think you wanna be for the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you think you wanna be for the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Oh, won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you think for the people the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you think for the people the best? If I back myself, I leave sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
This is too smooth. I honestly didn't even really want to say anything on this, but that's what the people want. That's what I came here for. So we're gonna get into it.
I like my coffee black, white too. Don't turn this to no controversy, it's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off it ×2. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? It's too cool. Get the dry tops out. Summertime and then why? It fits right. Bottles over here. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? I'm talking 6 a.m. tea times. 18 with the mayor talking land banks. I waited for it, gotta get mine. Snack a seat up at the table if my man can't. Head into a meeting, we're familiar with no briefcase. Just my mind in a free state. I got a plan through a vision, but it takes time. I'ma make mine. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? You know the drill by now. Summertime and then why? Get everything together, get the squad together, get the gang together. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? Started in the back office, now I run the front. Call the shots, make the deals, know the deal, know what's up. Too much for the books, then I put it in a tuck. Too much for the tuck, then I give it to my love. Once I make $1 million, man, $1 million won't be enough. Watch me fake the struggle while I get it off the hush. Now it's JetBlue miles, Rolex dials, frowns turn to smiles. Summertime and then why?
I like the beat. It's just missing one thing. I don't have enough cowbell.
Want you to bring that summertime to the wild. And run that thing back. Summertime and then what? Summertime and then what?
Yeah, that's what it needs right there. A little cowbell. That's all any of us need, really, is just a little bit more cowbell in our life. It appears that it is that time. Why delay? Hit that button. Make it happen. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Yes, who I am. If you guessed Road Dogg, you are correct. If you just stumbled on the show and said, what the hell did I... This makes me feel icky. Welcome. We're just hanging out, you know. I'm a retired 9-to-5er who is now a full-time trader and investor in this crypto stuff. And I just like to get on here at night and talk about crypto and share what's worked for me and hope that maybe it might work for you too. I'm not selling or stealing anything, although you might see an advertisement every once in a while or hear me mention the word Tangem wallet, because everybody in this space needs a place to keep your crypto safe. And Tangem is a great place to do it. If you have an NFC-enabled phone, this is one of the most outstanding wallets I have come across. Tangem. It's been an interesting day, to say the least, for Bitcoin and for politics. We're not a political channel, but let's face it, if you're in crypto, you're probably not thrilled with the Democrats. They've been behind trying to destroy crypto for the last 4 years in this cycle, keeping you from Lambo. You never get that Lambo. If the Democrats have their way, if Elizabeth Warren has her way, if Gary Gensler has his way, of course, you know, they're planning on putting him over as a Treasury Secretary because he hasn't. You know, because he did such a great job at the SEC. Now we need him in charge of the dollar bill. We need him in the Treasury. Can you say... Sometimes it just feels like this country's just going to hell in a handbasket. But there is hope. There's always hope. There are other candidates out there. Might even be from opposite sides coming together to fight the evil one. Now that, if that ain't American, I don't know what is. But while the Communist National Committee has finally had its days, maybe that's what drove crypto up. I don't know. Anyway, we got a nice rise out of Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin starts afloating your boats, all the boats start afloating, and we just have a big old party cruise. And today has been exciting. I've seen my account bounce back, have a new little lease on life, and I like it. I want more of it. So we were hanging around 60 to under 61,000 through there, and found ourselves hanging out just right below 65,000. We've tickled some levels that we needed to tickle. Question is, will we hold those levels? Will they maintain? And I'm looking at Bitcoin right here. This was the guy right here. You turn some of these moving averages off and get rid of some of these lines that are kind of irrelevant when you step out and look at the bigger picture to figure out what's really going on. Back in August 8th, we got up to about the $62,800-ish area. Very briefly, and then we started losing it again. And I know there were lots of calls of bull flags to the upside, 72,000, and that didn't happen. It didn't happen just once. It didn't happen a couple of times, and we came back down to these areas, and I'm not going to go into that. But right now, today, we finally broke up above that. First time in a long time. Some say it's only rock and roll, but I love it. So that was the key area. Might we come back there? Wow, there's lots of things that we might do. First thing we might do is just clear up this chart with all these little areas that we've already cleared. All those restrictions are not there anymore. What was once the ceiling has now become the floor. And now we got to figure out, well, what's going on? We still got a target up here. This little area is 65,548, and it may still stand to be hit. The party may not be over, says the 1 hour chart here as price tickles the 9-moving average.
That tickles.
We got the green Ichimoku cloud over here just filled with anticipation.
Say it.
Just waiting for a possible another move to the upside. And here we are on the Road Dog Crypto channel, 10:30 at 9, and giving a shout out to all the lovely peoples. Strega is first. Usually is. Truth be told. We got Sam Webb. There's Road Dog with a little Tangem wallet plug. Strega says, missing eggs, beat the eggs, still waiting for my yearly taco bonus. And we got Celinda. How's it going, Celinda? Always great to see you here. So Bitcoin 63,920 and maybe hanging out. We got some little sell wicks up there, some pressure wicks. I'm still looking for that 65,500 area. But you know, this is when we kind of got to zoom out and start looking, because the bigger picture, the bigger scene, that tells us what's going to happen more than anything. Now I talked about this little weird shape that I call the flying nun thing, and it usually plays out bullish. It usually does. It's a weird looking little shape. The closest thing that I can kind of come to it would be a diamond, and this is not the place for a diamond, so it doesn't matter. But I find it interesting that if you draw trend lines there, you get you get like this almost 90 degree angle. It's just fascinating to me. But this is not the first time I've run into this little nameless guy, and I'm very pleased with how it may have played out so far. So right now on the 100, on the daily, we're not yet tackling the 100 moving average. That's where we're getting a little bit of resistance there. But now we are above, right now, that 200 moving average. Now if we can close this candle above there, that would be awesome. Open up a new one right above it. That would be cool. My only warning is their 9 and 21 moving averages are way down here. That 9's coming in about 60,000. You know, there's a lot that can happen between now and then. Price pulling that 9 and 21 moving average up. Maybe she comes back and touches that 200. I'm sure that she probably will. If not this time, maybe the next go around. This is where the smaller time frames can kind of help us out a little bit. Coming in on the 4 hour, which Ichimoku Cloud looks yummy, by the way. Says, oh, I'm ready for this roller coaster. She's ready for the going up part. 9 moving average, getting ready to cross that 200 moving average. That's bullish. That's the first bullish signs we got. 200 moving average coming in at 61.8. We're at 63.9. Can we go back there? We can do lots of things. Will we go back there? We probably will in time. I don't know if we're going to go back there just right yet. Things are getting a little bit tired, though. They had a nice little run up, and they need to have a little bit of a run down. What I'd like to do right here is just kind of revisit these areas and just double check the math or the tools and just make sure we're still on par. 786 retracement. That's the next rung on the ladder there that is most likely, most highly probable to get hit. And we just got to be patient and wait for it. We've also might as well introduce this little guy. I was trying to work on a short, which is clearly underwater. And I'm wondering, would I need to try to take it up to that high? Because this is getting ridiculous now. So 67,600. She's on the table now. Could happen. Don't know if it will happen, but she dang could. Dang could. Sure. Dang. I got lost in my words. Tis possible. 65.5, 67.6. I like it. On the 4 hour, we've already confirmed that we're above this 200. We opened a candle or two above it. I like that. Might we come back and test 62,000? Well, anything can happen there, baby. We're not really at a top where I could feel comfortable projecting a retracement area. So we just, we haven't solidified that. I mean, we can always, I could do the Fibonacci, but you know, if this is not a high, we're just wasting our breath, really. But it's always fun to pull out those fibs. So I don't know, it says maybe 62.9, 63,000, bottom of that candle. So there's a little something there. You know, she goes up, she goes down, she takes a little break. I have to see what's going on. I like what I'm seeing here on the 1 hour there with the non-moving average. Hey, if you're coming down to the smaller time frames, this is where she's struggling. Ichimoku Cloud's coming in here and saying, we might take a little bit of a break. If you were trying to anticipate, I would be pulling from this swing low to that swing high. And it rarely do we ever stay around the 236. A strong move could be here at the 382, 63,300. But most likely, we will come down here. Ichimoku Clouds kind of suggest that, as well as the 0.5 moving average. 62.8 might be the little magical number that we might see us bounce off of. It's the number I'm going with, and yeah, we could come down to 63.2. That's where our 618 fib is. Got a little wicker. It's on the table, but with a big move up like this, Dow theory, 50 might be all that she writes, maybe. So look for this, which is Ichimoku Cloud is kind of suggesting too. We'll throw the other guy out here. So if you're trying to short this, I can't say that this is going to be fast money. Hasn't been fast money for me to get down to these areas, but maybe we'll get there. I actually had to add on to a long because, you know, we've got a candle closing above my trend line, and that's just one of my little rules that I play. But that's it for a Bitcoin. She's doing good, making all this turn green, which is making our portfolios turn green too. And I can't say that that's a bad feeling. I really can't. I do have this warning right here with total 3, including your altcoins, my altcoins, all the altcoins. It was great that she broke up past these levels, got past these little points of resistance, but now she is at the resistance area that we threw up here. Oh my God. Did he do it? Did it nail it? It looks like it nailed it. Oh my gosh, how did we know? It's the magic of the Fibonacci's, and that's just what we do. Not just me, but you too. All you got to do is play with your fibs, and then you get good at it, and then they tell you things. They tell you things other people won't tell you. They tell you things other people are afraid to tell you. Those fibs. They are like Shakira's hips, baby. They are not going to lie. Looking at this variation we got off this trend line, and I think we very well possibly just got a little hiccup right here at this Fibonacci. And we may be coming on up, seeing another 20. How'd you like to have another 20 billion coming in this market? I mean, the last 20 billion was pretty good, right? We liked it, right? Right? I liked it. I'm still liking it. I've been peeling off. I've been taking profits. I've been working my strategies, and it's that I've been wanting to work for so long. The market just didn't cooperate. Now she's finally cooperating. It just takes a little patience and a little getting your ass whooped every once in a while too, just to keep you humble enough to stay in here and play this game. So now we're at the kind of wishy-washy sideways, whatever going to happen with Bitcoin, and this is when a lot of people are going to start turning into altcoins, and why don't we just do that too? Let's look and see what the herd is doing. When's the last time you guys looked at FET? It's now called Artificial Super Intelligence Coin. Are you really smart, or are you just faking it? That would be artificial. I think I liked it the way I had it right there. And if I had to be picky with the other way that I had it, I got to pull it down just a wee bit, catch that candle body up there. And yeah, looks like we're trying to break out here on the Ding Dong Daily. Now we got stochastics piled up here at the top, but they can stay there for a while. That's fine. It's really all in this money flow and this momentum that's going to the upside there that could still propel this guy. That 100 moving average just looks sensible right there at $1.44. Shaw, what were you thinking? If I go from swing high to swing low, tell me where price is going to go. I'm immediately coming in here. 244. For a myriad of a lot of reasons, but the 618 Fibonacci is good enough just as a basic one to mention. With the 200 moving average also laying right over, ever essentially seductively over that 0.0382 green Fibonacci at $1.77. Why, it just makes common sense to think that there's going to be some kind of layover going on right there. They got something going on. So those are two great targets, in my personal opinion, where you can capitalize on this move if you're in it. If you're just trying to be in it and buying one of those breakouts, which I don't like to buy breakouts. I like to buy along bottom of the trend lines. That's just me, though. That's just what I do. You do you, I do me, and that's we just kind of talk about it. Ichimoku Cloud is not yet sold on this move, so there might be a little bit of turbulence somewhere around 136, so get used to that. Get ready for that. That's just a few cents away, not 10 cents away. But man, you go all the way up from where we are now, the first target at 177. That's about a 40% gain. If we're lucky enough to continue, it might be a little adventure and get a little hiccup at 212 before we actually get that really nice or big target at 244, which could give us a moon bag kind of results. And that's where throw $100 in, take your $100 out. You got $100 or more worth of FET now that you just didn't cost you nothing. Didn't cost you nothing. And that's the best kind of crypto to have, the kind that doesn't cost you anything. And those are the little tips and tricks that we like to look for in this channel. Some people like the 4 or 5% moves and try to do that 5 or 10 times a day. Go for it. You only have so many hours in a day. It's whatever makes you the most money in that short amount of time. If that's it, then hey, more power to you. If that's your style, it's whatever. Everybody's got a different style. But the longer you play it and on the bigger time frames, it's just so much easier. It takes a little bit more patience, but the moves are so much more worth it. It's where the real money is made, in my personal opinion. So FET looking like she wants to make some more gains. 136 is going to be a little bit of an area. But she may just, who knows, she may blast right on through it. TRB has been doing pretty well lately. I got to say, I'm not in this one anymore. But it does look like she is trying to break out, and we can extend this a little bit more with that same angle, more than likely. Yeah, right through there. So she's not quite there, so it could just be a little bit of a tease, but she's looking good. Non-moving average is way down here at the bottom, way below this daily candle, so we got some discrepancies there. There's a lot of open space that could be sucked back in there, so we got to keep that idea in mind. But overall, she looks kind of good. 4-hour time frame tells a little bit more. She's over the 200 moving average, non-crossed it like that. Can't bitch about that at all. Ichimoku Cloud looks like she's ready. She's here to party. Currently, we got a little pullback, and I would say we're probably coming back to retest this trend line area, about $70 for TRB. And then I guess we are going to make us a higher high. Let's get us a target for TRB. Since she is in breakout territory, makes her a possibly fairly decent little trade for the traders out there. But remember, you're still not clear of this, the wicks. I'm just saying. 107 looks, that's the most reasonable one to go with, but your immediate target's going to be at 82.15. That's not very much from where we are right now. But 106, 107.35, I like that one. Possibility 125, but that's starting to get just a little bit above our, a little bit above our pay grade at the moment. If you want to look at this pattern wise, you can always look at it as a channel. I probably would, but if you want to really go line to line to line, it does broaden a little bit, giving it a little bit more of a bullish edge. So you got that going on for tech or TRB. Telor. Hey, we got Jackson. How's it going, Jackson? We got good brown gravy. Saying happy Friday. Triggerheart says, get the tape. He's saying all the secrets. Oh. So Popcat, I've almost sold all my Popcat. I don't have very much of this, but she's popular today. Look at that, just blasting through all these little targets. Look, did it nail it? Oh my God! This is the trade setup that we put out. They nailed it. The to the T to the target, like perfectly to the freaking target. Or more. Or it looks like it did more, but we'll take it anyway. Well, I gotta get. Where's my pointer? Pointer! You're slacking, Jack. Just keep up now. Keep up. I know it's hard. It throws him off to see price actually reach the top of one of these green boxes. I know. That's just something that's not seen on that side of the field. We still got a bigger target up here at 95 cents. Oh my goodness, we've cleared this. What is looks now to be a confirmed Adam and Eve bottom pattern on PopCat, which I'm not really in, but just for a tiny amount. You suck, Crow Dog. You suck. Well, let's see, how much did we get out of this guy? Somewhere around 70s. I don't know. I think it said 66% gains from wherever we had this little guy. It should have been the little breakout there. Well, I've got to for the algorithm. I have got to copy this link. And we go post it over in our vanity wall over here at the chart room, because what else am I going to put there? Oh, I forgot to do all the nailed it stuff. Screw it. Nailed it. 66%. That's misspelled. Gangsta. Yeah. With the possibility to go to 96 cents. All right, so PopCat's doing good. Seriously, with that, she'll probably come down. If you're not in PopCat, she'll probably come down flagged out. That's what we usually see. Non-moving averages over here too. She got all excited, confirmed what she needs to confirm. She'll probably flag out, and then we'll start moving up there. So that's what I see for most likely to happen with PopCat. So if you're hadn't paid yourself here, so this is a public service announcement that you might want to sell some freaking PopCat right now. Unless you like riding, you know, say, oh, look, I'm rich. Now I'm not. Oh, now I'm rich. Now I'm not. Some people get off on that. Here's one we look at. I am not in this one. This is Velo, but kind of wish that I was. So congratulations to anybody in Velo. We've looked at it for quite a bit here. And I was obviously, I'm not in it, but I was going over my strategies and how I do putting the buy orders and the good old sell orders. And look how many sell orders she just knocked on through. Knocking on heaven's door. What, 00926, and she's going. She's still going. This is a 4-hour chart, man. Is this another nailed it? I count it as a nailed it. I like it when we nail it. You didn't type out nailed it, though. Can't even spell it. Nailed it. All right, we'll take another little picture of this for the algorithm. It at least makes it look like I halfway know what I'm talking about anyway, sometimes. Nobody gets it right 100% of the time. Nobody should claim getting it right 100% of the time. Those are people we need to run away from for sure. Where did you go, Telegram? There you are. Oh. What was this? This Velo? What is she going to do now? That's the question. She should be bouncing down. She should be taking a little break. She knows what's good for her. There's a little bit of bearish divergence forming, not official yet, but I know it looks like she's just going to pop right on through. Maybe she will. Maybe she'll go to 10.3. But more than likely, she will kind of hiccup over here and take a little chill pill for him. That's what I would expect, but doesn't mean that what I expect happens. Ichimoku Cloud is ready to party. It's like you've been hanging with Pablo or something. You ghostly white for some reason. It's just caked on you deep. What is going on? You're like you don't want to stop. 15 minutes says, I'm ready to boogie all night long. She's got her dancing shoes on, Velo. So now we got a trend line. So if you got your balls to the wall here, man, there's your trend line in the sand. She's ready to rock and party. She went to the bathroom to powder her nose, and let's not go there. Let's talk about Turbo. Pardon the references. That's iffy. Well, Turbo's doing good. She's just kind of flat right now. I'm on the 15 minutes, so there we go. Here. Pretty much the same thing we got going on the Bitcoin here, trying to bounce off this non-moving average. Ichimoku Cloud says, yeah, let's do it, baby. I'm not done with you yet. I'm like, all right. Well, so these guys are still kind of bullish right now. Cool. Maybe we'll just keep on getting paid. We need a target for Turbo because I don't have one on here. Turbo. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Right now she's finding resistance at her 382, which could be where she does roll over a little bit. Definitely can't happen there, but 0.0053 is the next target on the list for Turbo. That would be another possible, wow, it's only 13% gains. What are we on the stock market? For a yearly return? I mean, what the hell are we looking at? Possible 23% gains if it gets up to 0.0059. That's a 618 of this move, and I expect her to go there, but there's a lot of chop right here at 0.0053, so. And you got to get above the 200 moving average here, which I think it can do. Give it a little bit of time here. Turbo. Yeah, it looks good on the smaller time frame. Turbo looking nice. We've been following Sui a little bit. I've been following Sui a lot. Because that one's been making some good gains. I'll just to say. So let's get rid of our little Fibonacci lines here. Well, let's put them back and see what this was. Okay, a 0.5 and a 618, yeah. So we can come back there. It looks like we came back to this area and had a nice bounce and never looked back. Ooh, you ain't making this easy. We're going to have to zoom out on this one. Love it. You respecting that fib right there, and 1.12. We'll definitely retest that. Now she'll probably go through this time. I'm just saying. Still a good place to pay yourself and take a little profit. And yeah, we got to go through all these. Just go in sequence here. 153 is where we're headed for. So if you got the patience to wait for it to get there, she'll be a lot of little stumbling places in between. Most notably right here at $1.32, and again about 112. But I do expect her to make it past that 112 area. She's got a nice little trend line going on, so we can just follow that as our guiding light. When that breaks, it's probably time to say goodbye, sweet. I need to take my money and run for a little bit. I like this one. I've been in this one for a long time. Probably one of the first channels to talk about it. Before she got more well known here, because this is Arkham Intelligence. She's got a use case. I've got to redo my fibs. She had just made it past her accumulation zone. Next target I got for this is 153. 176 is going to be a little bit more of a headache. There's a little bit of a support resistance flip kind of area there. So that one might be a little rough to get past, but the magic's going to happen when we start coming up here by $2. $2 to make you holla. I get paid to do the wild night. I like that $2 2-cent target right there. She's at 129. There may be a little give and take, but right now it looks like Arkham just wants to keep on going, like a lot of these altcoins. I don't recommend FOMOing in. You're at a support resistance flip area right now, so this is a make or break point right where we are right now, this very moment. Right here, she's got to go up a little bit more. Once she gets past that area, though. Well, that'd be 17 up to 36% gains. Make it back up to this little tippy tip top. 177. Hey, there's Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, sorry I've been cooking, but I'm listening. And Dave, he says, turkey. Well, Mr. Miles is here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Caspa. We haven't been over there yet today. 16.7 cents, as high as 17. I've been trying to catch her more on the low lows, but that's just not happening near enough. 17.3 cents, 17.7, still waiting for those guys to hit. That'll be the top of the range here, and hopefully we can break out of that and start heading back toward 20 cents. Until that happens, we're just sitting there waiting for 17.3. She's a slow mover, but we likes her. She's looking good on the 1 hours. Check her out on the 4 hour. 200 moving average also at the top of the range there, so that's a big deal on the 4 hour in my personal opinion. Likely to get shot down there, maybe range a little bit more. That's a nice little shape there for a bottom shape, which is their bottom was down here though, so I discount that. But it's a nice out of a need shape that still have a measure move, take us up here around 77. Maybe not. I don't know. Caspa, let's do it, baby. I would ask if any of you degens are into whiff, but then you would know that, well, that's just surface level degen. Another Adam and Eve type shape going on here, not yet confirmed. Measure move for that should take you somewhere around 257 or a little higher. We'll wait till that confirmation before we take that measure move there, but right now it's at $2 where we might be headed. We're at 182 now. I like that idea. Looking at the bigger picture, if you're looking for a bigger target for whiff, that 618 area, which it should be coming up to eventually, 342. Don't know when that might be. We still got some other areas over here on this leg to deal with. Most notably 220, so I should probably, in all fairness, mark that one because that's probably where she's going to roll over first. 220. Ta-ta-ta-tia. Celestia is coming. Oh, this is the Bitcoin one. Against Tether here. She had a nice day too. She's up to almost $6. Still going up, looks like. I'm on what, the 4 hour time frame, 9 moving average crossing the 200. And that's a good one. That's a good one. Just big old fat itchy blue cloud. Always looking for them big old fat clouds to suck us in and spit us out on the other side. Always looking for that little sliver of green starting over there. Those are the good signs that I'm looking for. I like that rounded shape. It's going parabolic right now. Highly likely to come up around 624, maybe up the top of the wick over here, 640. Revisit those areas before breaking out of this trend line and just moving back to the juicy goodness over here. These areas at $9.50. Yeah. She's half price right now. She got dang near what, $4.50, something like that. Hung around $5 for the longest time. So I wish I got me some when she heads back up to those areas. Let's go ahead and fib her out from swing high to swing low. 887, 888. It's going to be a hiccup for her. She started to clear my accumulation zone. Open a candle above that, and then of course we're going to look at 702. Can you nail it? I'm pretty sure we looked at SWE. Oh, this is totally not it. I believe we did. We're looking at about 112, 132. Take a look at SEI. Say. Having a nice day today, say. 28 cents up to 34 cents. Can't complain about that too much unless you're trying to short the bottoms and then you're like wondering, what happened? You shorted the bottom. That's what you get. I know you're watching that guru on TV just trying to short the bottoms and thought you'd do what he's doing because he looks like he knows what he's talking about, but then it went against him and he didn't tell you about it because you ain't part of his $99 group a year group and you got caught up in it. Watch the show the next day, hoping he'll say something about it, and he didn't ever mention it. So there you go. That's how this works on YouTube. 42 cents right there. Boom. I like that's a good that's a good target. That would confirm, you know, it's got a weird double bottom, a lower double bottom here, but still it's got a neckline. It comes up, confirms it, and then they got to measure move you can take, and it would take you a little bit past this 55 cent area. We'll wait for that confirmation before we do any of that silliness there, but 42 cents because it's on the radar. 78 cents is also one of your bigger targets to go for say. Prices that she's been at before and held for a long time. Then the market fell out and everybody got all shook up, liquidated and compounded, and that just messed up and jaded and bearish, and we crying and feeling bad. And I know at one point I felt feelings I hadn't felt in a while, and I didn't like it. Thought I was past some of those feelings, but ooh, they come on strong. 127% gains if we could make it up to that 78, 79 cent area with say at a juicy 34 cents. Not bad. Unlocks it. Avalanche is also having a nice day today. Avalanche, you about to pay me, ain't you? Oh, you're hanging on just pennies from paying me, Avalanche. Come on. The $27 target's got to hit. Make Daddy happy. She was hanging around $20, $21. Now she's at $27. That's not a bad gain. If you just follow the old trend line here and notice how she just likes to bounce off that one, bounce off that one. Broke past this one. That was a good time, man. $21. $27, $29.61 is the next one up. If she can get past the 618, now a lot of them will not. That's a good place for it to roll over, take a breath, take a breather, come back, regain your composure, and then go try to tackle that same area again, and then make it past. That is what we'll probably see from a lot of these. That's why I'm saying, hey man, take your profit when you can. You can always buy back cheaper. You're like, hey, what if it don't go back cheaper? And I'm like, you're a newbie. It always goes back cheaper. Almost always. Almost always. There are the rare exceptions where it will take off and leave you at certain points in the market. You want to have your bags packed at those points in time. We're not quite there yet. But she's a-coming. What you're going to be holding in your wallet. I'm looking for 29.57. 27.17 out of AVAX. CRB is another one I'm in. I don't know how long I will keep this one, but as long as she keeps making gains, she was down to 18, 19, 20 cents, and now she's back at 34. She was a lot more than that before some kind of exploit or what. I forgot what happened with it when she was doing good, but she's been at 86 cents before. So I'm thinking, well, if she can just get back to 50 cents, that's pretty good, isn't it? Breaking out of this bottom range here, so she may just decide to come on back up to this range about 44, and I'm all for it. My analysis says, man, we're still below our accumulation zone. She's got to get above 36 cents, and then we can start looking at 45 and then 62 in those areas. She may be trying to do it. Looks like she is trying to do it now, and I don't want to stop her. I'm going to encourage her. Go altcoins. It's your birthday. Let's make some money. Pay me. I've been getting paid today, and I like it. It feels better when you get paid. This one's going off, and I've got a position in this. I haven't done anything with this one. I don't know how long I am in the process of weeding out through a bunch of my altcoins because I got too dang many. So I am working on narrowing a lot of those down, so going into some more of the solid ones that have done well against Bitcoin, have a history of doing well against Bitcoin, and leave the other ones behind because they suck. Do I sound jaded? Got a little bit of breakout. We do look for it to come up to the top of the pattern. That's going to be about 227 there. We're going to fib it out, see if we got any correspondence there. It says yes on loud right there at the 618er. We'll put you up there at that 618. $2.73 is what I got. $2.73. Well, it is 11:11. The magic angel numbers you say is wish something good, think something positive, bring it into your life. I'm all for it. I like it. I always like the 111s. Let's take a moment and do the 111. Wish things while it's going on. Think those happy thoughts. Think of being a success in this market. Make it happen. That's all we got to do. Get our mindset right. Because the universe is smiling on us right now at this moment in time. Good Brown Gravy says, Road Dogg, do you think we have more chop ahead, or do you feel like now's a good time to DCA? I think it's a good time to DCA, definitely. Chop, yes, that's... I do see more. I see about 4 more, somewhere about 6 to 8 more weeks, somewhere through that. August and the rest of August, September, I lose track of time. Through about mid-October, we're still going to have some chop. In October, it should start looking a little bit more to the upside, so we may be more chopping up than chopping down, but yeah. And that's the whole reason why every pump up we got, I've got those targets taking my profits, because it will be choppy. There will be some more up and down. It never feels like it when it's up, and when especially when we have good days like today, and we even made a higher high today. That's good, but you know what comes after the higher high? A higher low. Yeah, there's going to be a higher low coming, but there'll still be one coming. So that's why it's important to pay yourself and get ready for that and roll over. And then we can start playing this game the way it's supposed to be played instead of being at its mercy, which sometimes I get caught that way. Sucks. Like this last dip that got us, I was at its mercy, right? I was in defense mode. So I wasn't set up to take advantage of it, but you live and you learn, and then you adjust and adapt, and I'm set up for you now, baby. Come on. Bring it. Now I don't want to play ball. Ooh, look at it. We got the 111s going and everything. Yeah, put them out there. Binary stutter. That's funny. Says Sam. Oh man, I'm on top chat. I knew something was kind of... Can't tell a dang difference. Looks exactly the same. Same amount. Sam says, Foxy, let's take a look. Well, thank you for noticing, Sam. I try. I put some conditioner in the hair and everything, but thank you so much for noticing. We'll take a look at Foxy. How's it doing? 0.009 cents. What we got going over here? What kind of perversions are you up to, Foxy? I got to zoom out some, Foxy. Low to high. Okay, I like that. That's good. That's cool. That's groovy. Well, now we can get the bigger picture view. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, this... I'm pretty convinced that that was her bottom, and then this is her top. Or not her top. This is her accumulation area. Yeah, at 0.001, that's going to be a great target. And we're at 0.009, so just that fact alone, that's got to be at least 20% gains, right? 30? 20, 30? That's going to be a tricky area for her to get past. Now, if she gets it on the first time, I don't know. There's a little bit of an Adam and Eve looking pattern there, but she could just roll over, and you know, we got that possibility going on. Ichimoku Cloud says, yeah, I might let that happen. So we got that, but then eventually she's going to break out of that, and then we're going to have 0.015, and that's a nice come up from where we are now. That's a 63%. We got 0.018, and lots of that's a great area to have a target. Every one of these fib areas right here make perfect targets that get nailed. Just almost always. Not 100%, no guarantee. Sometimes it might just come right there. Maybe you didn't do it just properly or something. Maybe you didn't tighten it up. But usually you will find that fib levels, yeah, price respects the hell out of them. More so than it does trying to identify support and resistance and drawing a horizontal line. I mean, lots of people do that. My theory is that, well, that's what everybody does. So those are automatics and everybody can get those same numbers, or the algorithm or whatever bots that they got on program can identify that stuff pretty easy. But those little numbers right up before them, your fibs help you figure that out if you do it. Fibs are just awesome, man. Just if you want to make this job a lot easier, you just pull a fib.
To make it all worthwhile, where can you take me? Where do you want me to be?
I like 0.021. That's pretty cool. So this is on the daily. Let's take a look on the 4 hour and see what she's looking like over here. We'll turn on my bigger moving averages just to see what's going on. Oh, Lucy's right up there waiting on her 0.014. I would pay attention to that. If you look over to the left of Lucy and you see that that's a little area right over here, we can mark it. That's what the devil does. That's what the moving averages does, and that's the devil. If you look to the left, you usually see why they're hanging out where they are. Kind of crazy, I know, but that's a little area right on top of those candles and right below these, and she's hanging there. Of course, that will move in time, but still, Bryce will go up and talk to Lucy at some point. That's a little line right here, so I like that one for a target. Where could that be? 55% gains? Perk to go. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. It is 11:17, and I don't know. I'm getting faster at this or less. I don't know, but I seem to be going through it pretty good. Got my little cowbell out. Need a little cowbell in your life. Makes life happier. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back again tomorrow night. Enjoy making this money. You deserve it. Pay yourself a little bit. You've earned it. My gosh, you went through this. You went through hell in this market with all the uncertainty and all the choke point 2.0, all this Democrat craziness just trying to take the money out from underneath you. And if it wasn't enough for them to try to crash the markets, they're trying to pick your pockets through an inflation. Enjoy paying yourself a little bit. You deserve it. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. My name is Lean. I'll catch you out tomorrow. As soon as I can find that end button. You're a boomer. You suck, road dog. There's that end screen. I knew we'd find it.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on.
Thank you, Striker.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind. Unpredictable. Fade out.
Launch sequence activated.